Hi everyone, this is a technical analysis on USDJPY. Let's start with a fundamental overview first. The USD yesterday weakened across the board on the Fed's decision, but eventually erased all the losses and increased the gains as traders digested all the information and realized it was more hawkish compared to the market pricing. In fact, the dot plot showed that the FOMC projected two more rate cuts for 2025 by a narrow majority, with the rest of officials expecting just one or even none. Moreover, the Fed projected just one cut in 2026 compared to three that the market was pricing before the decision. Fetcher Powell then labeled the rate cut as a risk management action given the weakening in the labor market data. But overall, he sounded pretty neutral, even though he understandably placed more emphasis on the labor market given the two consecutive soft NFP reports. Looking forward, it's going to be all about the data. Strong data will likely trigger a hawkish repricing in interest rates expectations and support the greenback. On the other hand, weak data will likely continue to weigh on the currency. On the GPY side, we haven't got meaningful changes in the fundamentals. The yen has been rallying mostly on the back of the dovish expectations for the Fed. Tomorrow we have the BOJ decision where the central bank is expected to keep everything unchanged and the focus will be on their forward guidance. Now to the chart. We can see the USD JPY eventually broke out of the range to the downside and dropped into this major upward trend line around the 145.60 level. The buyer stepped in at the trend line with a defined risk below it to position for a rally into the 151 handle. The sellers, on the other hand, will want to see the price breaking below the trend line to pile in for a drop into the 143 handle next. On the 4-hour chart, we can see that now we have this minor downward trend line defining the bearish momentum. The sellers are likely to lean on this trend line with a defined risk above it to position for a drop into the major upward trend line targeting a breakout. The buyers, on the other hand, will want to see the price breaking higher to increase the bullish bets into the 151 handle next. On the 1-hour chart, there's not much else we can add here, but if we get a pullback from this trend line, we can expect the buyers to step in around this minor support zone at 146.70 to position for a break above this trend line, while the sellers will look for a break lower to increase the bearish bets into this major upward trend line. These red lines define the average daily range for today. For the upcoming catalysts, today we get the US jobless claims figures, while tomorrow we conclude the week with the Japanese CPI and the BOJ policy decision.